even if the cost of the item was really good or on sale, like people would actually rather psychologically spend more on the item and have free shipping. No, I mean, I do recommend that along with the toggle where on, as you're designing it, you can see, I do recommend actually getting out your phone, looking at the preview link and doing all the same things that we said, like try to find an item, add it to cart, try to get to checkout, make sure there's no glitches, especially on mobile because it's so small and condensed. If you have any special apps, a lot of times like app widgets or icons can be overlapping either each other, which might be an issue, or at least aesthetically it's an issue, or just might be too busy. Or they can even overlap really important things. I mean, because when you a rewards program, for example, adds like a little badge, right, in the corner of your site, but you can actually usually tell it where you want it, this corner, that corner, top, sides. Well, I've had like a lot of clients set those in a way, not realizing that it's actually covering like a really important button, like a checkout button, for example, to where they literally couldn't check out if they wanted to at that point. So yeah, just definitely test the experience on mobile too.
Yeah. So something that you kind of started talking about earlier with like social proof and trust, on your website, and talking about like what could prevent somebody from making a purchase is something that I've seen come up sometimes for our clients is shipping. And like, can you talk about that and like the shipping cost and everything for making a purchase?
Yeah. I mean, basically people don't want to pay for shipping these days, period, point blank. They don't want to pay for it. So I really, if you are going to charge for shipping, I really, if at all humanly possible, recommend that you do not charge more than $5. Any more than $5, they're like, screw that, and they're out. Like, even if the cost of the item was really good or on sale, like people would actually rather psychologically spend more on the item and have free shipping, myself included again. Because when I look at something like, because I'll pay, $50 to $60. That's maybe my limit on denim, around there, for a good pair of Judy Blues, right? I'll pay that, and I know that that's what they retail for anyways. So, but I won't, and I might even pay a little bit more I will pay a little bit more if the shipping is lower, right? Because say you could charge $50 and then charge $7 for shipping, which is about like, to ship a pair of Judy Blues is between like $7 and $9, unfortunately, because they're heavy, right? I would pay $60 before I pay $50 and $7, right? So I'll actually pay more, but I just don't want to pay that shipping fee if it's over. And then, but also what you can do with shipping is have a free threshold, and that can try to help contribute to a higher average cart total. So if you can say free shipping over 50 or over 100, you want to kind of think of like what your current average cart total is and how can you like kind of bring that up just to the next level, so that it's attainable. You don't want to, like, if your average cart total right now is like 42, you don't want to like all of a sudden make your free threshold $150. The goal is to actually make it work for you. So bring it back down to like that 50, 75, something where it's a little bit more doable. Yeah, and then again, just having your shipping information really easily available. So it should be linked in your main menu. I mean, it could be within a drop down, like an about drop down with important things, but also in your footer. And then if you can, if your theme allows any way to reference it on your product page, do that too. I mean, we want to know this item again is coming from the US. It's going to come, pretty quickly in the next day or two. I've had clients too, where they say like, we ship out within 7 business days. I don't want to wait 7 business days on top of the shipping time. No way. So that's just a bad business practice. Unless you're making like custom items. But if there's a reason that your shipping time is that large, your shipping window is that large, make sure that you put why, so that we understand and can like make that connection in our own head. Because otherwise, I mean, you don't have to be Amazon, but you got to ship out within 24 to 48 hours. You do. My 2 cents, but
one of my biggest pet peeves on sites where I do shopping is like when you have to add things to your cart and like put in your information for it to like calculate shipping costs. And then I get there and I see it and then I'm like, peace out. Right?
Yeah.
For sure. That's why some of the themes that we do work with have an actual calculator on the cart pages. And we do tend, if you're not charging a flat rate and free over a certain amount, we would activate that. Obviously, we advise against not doing a low shipping or a flat rate. But then we would have where you can put in the state and it will give you estimated shipping based on your cart, which is really great for also adding to that conversion because people can actually see that before they hit the checkout page without getting that surprise, like you said, like, oh no, I'm not paying that for shipping. Let's just leave the cart. And that's just, it is the practice. People just abandon the cart when they see shipping sometimes. So you need to try and circumvent that. Right. Not charging a little bit extra for your products, not charging like Angela was referring to, or having a free over a certain amount so that people can just put that amount into their cart and they know they're going to get free shipping.
Well, and on that note, payment options and shipping rates are things that are important enough that it's good for somebody to know right off, so like that's really what you should put in your announcement bar most of the time, unless you are running like a really short-term exclusive deal that you want to highlight. But otherwise, so like on my boutique, it was always like, free US shipping plus Sezzle payment plans equals your lucky day. And you can literally use that exact verbiage if you want, but just if you do take something like Sezzle or Afterpay or PayPal, people want to know about that and they might see that and be like, oh, cool. Okay. That's good to know. And then as they're shopping, they keep that in mind too. When you don't know, and then you hit that unexpected, that can make, because even if it was, say that you do charge $10 shipping, which these days I'm saying is a little outrageous, unfortunately. Depending on what you sell. I mean, if you sell really heavy items, that would obviously be more understandable. But anyway, if I at least knew right at the top, like immediately, like $10 shipping or free over XYZ, then I would know that as I'm shopping. So I would know, okay, if I don't want to pay that $10, I got to put more than this in my cart, or I would at least be prepared for that $10. I may or may not bounce just seeing that, but I'm either going to bounce then or I'm going to bounce when I get the surprise. Need more? Check out the blog at hotmessblog.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel too. Cheers!